Hello, we have another game between Fred and Tuno played on 3 handicap on IGS. This time black won by time because white had some connection issues at the end. It's hard to say who would have won the game under normal conditions, but it felt pretty close. So both white and black had a chance to win this game depending on the Yose. But let's see what happened. So white starts with a Sansan extremely territorial oriented and black puts pressure right away. So if black is interested in one side or the other, for example, if he wants to develop on the right, he can approach r6, then extend back. If he wants to go for the bottom, he can go o3 or o4 and then extend either k3, or if plays o3, then he extends k4. It's also fine to extend two space jump. I mean, this is a way to develop one side or the other. When playing the Hoshi, black goes for outside thickness, so it doesn't matter which side white will block here because the position is very symmetrical. And the normal Joseki is to play a two space jump and then another two space jump. So what happens here, white grabs the corner territory, but black is going for outside thickness towards the center. Now another Joseki for black is to cover on the right side. Then white can play either Kosumi or Keima, and black extends for a base on the right side, high or low. I mean, black can also extend q9, doesn't have to be always r9. Playing this push, white will block, so the exchange here, it's a wasted cost red by black. Now black still needs to jump out or cover. When black covers here, white doesn't have to worry about the bottom side, and he can take away the extension. Or yeah, play away like it happened in the game. It's actually quite uncomfortable for black if white invades the right side. So black usually extends towards the middle, either like this, or plays a one space jump on the right to try to make a little base. But for white, it's very comfortable to develop light, while black got over concentrated. So white plays away, and black plays an interesting pincer here. This move doesn't affect the corner. The lower right corner is already safe, and also it's far away from f3. So if black wants to play a pincer, he should play something tighter like h3 or j3 or j4 to have more impact on the lower left cornerstone. So if black plays a tight pincer and white simply lives in the corner, which is a Sente Joseki for black, now black also has time to extend on the right side. So this would be a much better follow-up compared to the actual game. Playing this L3, which didn't affect or impact the lower right corner so much, allows white make a base on the bottom. So this two space jump would be actually good. Then black has to kick to make the group over concentrated and defend the corner. And now if white wants to attack the L3 stone, we'll play this Keima, and when black comes out, white can invade the right side. If black protects the right side, white can either cap or Kosumi to put pressure on L3. But in the actual game, white played N3, so white actually already missed an opportunity here to be a bit more active. So the right move would be J3. Yeah, it's a very good idea for black to play the pincer. Now his exchange earlier, L3 for N3, was quite positive. And then again, white has to consider the Sansan invasion locally, or double approach. If double approach, black usually attaches that Hane, attach in the corner and take the corner. This way, black is slightly over concentrated on the bottom side and white got a nice corner. And again, black can go to the right side and fix a base. So white jumps out. Now with this move, white doesn't profit much because this is more like taking neutral points, and it doesn't really affect black so much, as black can extend on the right side, high or low. Oh, black protected the lower left corner. It's more urgent for black to defend on the right, because even if white plays on the left side, black can still protect this corner, as we saw in the previous variation. So playing here, black is very strong in the lower left area, but now white can attack more severe the four stones on the right. Oh, white jumps in the corner right away. Now in this position, where white has a stone against four black stones on the bottom side, it's more common to play the attach and then hane. Now black will Atari and either connect or separate, but in this case white can choose whether to connect under or capture the cornerstone. So this way it's much easier for white to fix the corner, but in this case discard the f3 stone. So this is a very common pattern or joseki in the lower left corner when black has 4 stones against 1. But for white it was more interesting to start an attack on the right side. So San, black separates all the way, that's a very good decision. White leaves in the corner, this is very proper. And then black covers. Now here black can protect the right side, and if white cuts, black will Atari and jump. And even if there is some agi at f3 and also with the cut, black is actually fine with both groups. So when white goes down, black can hane and fight. If white turns, black can just extend. If white pushes from behind, black will nobi. So now white creates a group in the middle that's on the run, but black is still safe with both groups. Another way for black to defend against this cut is to play the double keima. So now if white cuts, black will just capture this way, or there's a ladder that goes to the left side. So either way it's fine. But for black right now, the highest priority is to extend on the right side. So playing here, there is still a cutting point at d6, but white doesn't have to do it right away, and that happened. It's quite attractive to play that cutting point, but in fact those 4 stones on the right side, they don't have a base. So when white plays a move here or here, sorry, q8, black is on the run. So white can profit more by taking away the base, as black has to push from behind and jump in the center. So black is forced to run on neutral points when white simply takes territory. This cut doesn't do much. Black can just extend. Atari is not necessary. Extend right away. If white pushes, no b one way or the other, black will block, attach. So this way black starts to build a lot on the left side, while white simply runs into the middle. And again, black has time to extend on the right. Playing the Atari, black still needs to come back and fix the cut. So it's like black extends with a jump, white goes up, and then black plays a tiger mouth. But now black has the freedom to play other moves. For example, one space jump, or attack from the bottom side, and then extend keima, or extend directly on the left side. Black doesn't have to play d7 right away. So it feels like black kind of lost the move in this combination with Atari and comeback. Okay, white goes out again. But white shouldn't bother about this area. It's really hard to damage the bottom playing the jump, and also there is not a serious attack on the left side. Black can peep once and then play away. And white just got a stick of 4 stones hanging into the center or floating. This move gives a tiger mouth, so it's more interesting for black to play the peep and then either extend somewhere on the left side to assure a base, or leave the position like this and extend on the right side. That's more important, because if white pushes through and cuts, black got a really nice eye shape on the left side, and white's group in the middle is still kind of floating. So playing the push gives a good shape, then hane, another good shape to block, and okay, the peep once, then get ahead, that's a very good move, and white invades the left side. That's also a nice decision. Actually, white can also think about a move like c12. If black attacks from the left, white can hit the vital point and pull back and force black into a pretty heavy formation on the left side. If black attacks from the left side to secure eye shape, this way black ends up a bit over concentrated and white can slide and fix a base on the left side anyway. So that's an option. Playing the approach, the corner kakari like this, black can pincer. So that's very good. Tuno has a good feeling for the right moves in Fuseki, I noticed. But sometimes playing too conservative, it's a problem. Now here usually white has to hane, connect, and then extend. Jump one step ahead. With the push, black has to stay ahead, and white will push again. Black stays ahead again, and now white can leave the position like this. So playing those pushes is just to take center and then push along from the center or attack the right side. But this is somewhat a special case. Normally, for white it's good to play Hane, connect, and jump out. This is the proper Joseki. Then when black plays schema, white can play away, and then black will attach, white goes down. Or white goes up and connects. Alright, so we know the classic Joseki here, but black had to stay ahead. It's very powerful for black to surround, so white will push one more time, and it's good to stay one step ahead. If white plays away, for black it's quite nice to turn. Of course, it's also important to run out with this group on the right side, because there is no base. But eventually turning at f17 is super powerful for black. So playing this move shows Tuno's conservative style. Just grab the left side and keep the territory safe. But for white it's an excellent exchange to play Hane in the head of those stones and step up to the 4th line. That's a very good move at f16, and black had to cover. If black plays Hane here, white can cut once or just Hane on the 2nd line. Now the idea of the cut is to use the Hane on the 2nd line, so if black Hane or blocks, white has Atari and capture. Or one more Atari to force black into a bad shape and then capture. So white connects the left side. Now that's why black didn't play the Hane, but just protect it. Now later in the game, white has Hane, connect, and black has to add another move to secure the left side. This is a good endgame sequence for white, but it doesn't have to be played now. 017, it's a big point. Good direction to play too. But again, white can attack the stones on the right. So if this happens, black is very heavy. He will jump out in the middle and rescue his group, but then the top right will suffer. So this is a way for white to take momentum and build while attacking in a more active way. So now black defends and white simply extends back. In this position, being a handicap game, white can think about the shoulder hit and then one space jump. So this will affect the stones on the right. If black extends for a base, white will block with nice shape. Then black has to secure the corner and then invade the right side like this or low. I mean, either way, black is on the run. Playing just 2 space jump to the top, black can kick once and then extend on the right. Also, if white wants to extend back at r17, it's normal to slide first and then play the 2 space jump. This way, the shape is not over concentrated. But playing 2 space jump, black can always kick in center and then play somewhere else. Now this is a bit over concentrated and cramped too. Black should play at least 3 space jump. It also narrows the gap here. White can still invade in 2 places, r11, r12, but it feels a bit more discouraging. But like this, there is more space to invade, so white can easily come inside at r10. Well, white chose r11, that's also a fine option. So black comes out to secure the corner and white jumps too. That's a good decision. Now black jumps again, white caps, that's fine. Black has a Tetsuji here to play the clamp or the approach in order to sacrifice and go down in center. Then Kosumi like this to keep the I shape. So this group is alive. Well, Hane, then descend. White shouldn't block. White can play a peep, threatening to cut the 2 stones, then Kosumi and Hane on the 2nd line. So this way, black is on the run. Black is losing I shape here, and it can be very dangerous. Well, there's a co-fight. But white can also prevent this co-fight by playing the Nobi or the Hane and keep the pressure on the group. attack everything. So this is the way to punish black for going down. Normally black is supposed to connect solid. If black goes down and white blocks, black is happy to make I shape. So in order to punish, must take away the I shape. So when black covers, white can cut and capture the two stones. If black connects, already this is a bad shape, having this formation on the board, and then white can push Kosumi and connect under, which is just excellent in order to take away the base. Now black managed to make I shape, there is no way to attack that group anymore. Here, in order to put pressure and keep the center connected, should play a shoulder hit and then attach. That's a better combination. Like this, black can hane, bump, and leave the position like this and play away. For example, shoulder hit in the top to reduce that area, or even invade like this directly. It's usually good to play the bump. White will go up or down in order to destroy the I shape. If black plays away, white can just bump later on and black has to go down. So black comes between white stones to reduce the center, but anyway the center is not going to be so large because black can play from this side or black can come from the middle, for example this kind of jump. So right now it's okay to play a shoulder hit and jump in order to reduce the top in center, then play some moves in the center. So this way black starts to have potential and limit all white's central prospects. So black comes in, white tries to connect his stones, lots of cutting points though. Black decided pretty well to play this game and get into the middle again. Sun invasion. Here that's too submissive. Black should go down because the sun doesn't work when black already has a stone at p14, so white will die unconditionally in the corner. There is no way to cut anymore, so this is fine, and locally it's only one eye. That's a dead group. This is a false eye, so white would die in Gote like that. So playing the block actually allows white the hane, and white has to play the hane right away and push along and reduce in center. Another option for black to block is to play q18, Atari under, and cover, but again white takes some profit in center. So black's fighting spirit is to go down. Therefore in this case playing r17 it's an overplay. White has to keima and then go down and hane and play all these moves in center. Well, black can just protect q18, but that's pretty much the only endgame sequence white can play in the top right when black has such a strong formation. So what's good to remember is that when black has this kind of shape on the board, the sun invasion, it's supposed to die unconditionally. So black should descend and kill. Now white cuts, but white should continue center to destroy the points in the corner and then play away. Okay, Atari again, and go out. Here black can connect first, threatening the double Atari, so if white plays here to connect, Atari and capture. This is a good backup plan for black to connect his stones in the middle. So playing here, white might connect, black jumps out, white needs to connect again, and black jumps out again to put pressure on the group on the side. So black goes out, white double Atari to keep everything connected here, but it's still a ko. So actually white can take this stone, then attach, crosscut, Atari, and make some I shape on the right. Tuck. If double Atari, black comes out, white takes a stone, black has to go out again somehow, cover. It's difficult to kill that group on the right side now. So white connects his groups and it's still a ko fight. Now if black comes back here, white needs to capture the ko in order to keep the center connected. If white comes out, black will cover, and white's only chance to connect is to fight this ko. And this ko is pretty much a free roll ko for black, or a flower ko. Black doesn't lose much here. So Atari again. Black defended. Black doesn't need this move. First of all, white played this capture just to make sure he's connected and he doesn't have to rely on the ko. So if black plays away and white cuts, black has a ladder. And if white pushes, black can block. If white plays a clamp, black can block again and connect. So black doesn't need to play another move to protect just for a couple of extra points. Now here white can clamp and then Atari, but that's an endgame that white can play later on. This jump, the group on the right, it's already safe, so white should hane and play everything center in that area, then jump in the middle to reduce the points in the center and also increase the top box. This is a pretty close game still, but maybe white gets to take the lead. This jump is a little bit neutral, so black can shoulder hit, then descend in order to prevent the hane. So like this, R17 dies without any compensation. So white jumps again, black reduces the top. White is very ambitious in the middle, but it's hard to separate the stones. Black can cut first and then come out. Let's see what happens here. Ladder works, boom. So black just turns, and here black can Atari or Atari this way just to keep the center connected. It's not such a big deal if white plays a Kosumi, black can still protect the left side. Okay, now black is trying to find a way to keep his stones connected. Actually cut would be better, and then Atari from the outside, and then just play away. And reduce the top this way. This also affects the cut, so white has to pay attention. White played Nobi, very good. Black comes out, and white is supposed to play a hane, but black will cover. White plays a hanging connection, Atari connect, connecting Sente. So black is fine, and now jump in the top. It's actually probably still good for black by a few points. I mean, it's hard to say, but I would say black has probably the first chance to win this game. If his endgame skill is good enough from this position. But yeah, it's a pity to lose on time when the game is close, especially in a handicap game. So, better luck next time.